Hey sports fans, Coach Nick here, and welcome to B-Ball Breakdown. Thanks for being so patient waiting for the fourth quarter. A lot of things have been going on, and there's a lot of plays to go through. I noticed a lot of stuff going on in this fourth quarter, and what it comes down to is execution of the plays. Let me show you what I mean. So the fourth quarter starts with a real ticky-tack foul on Glenn Davis on his shot by Pau Gasol. It couldn't have been that hard of a foul since Gasol made it. And remember, this wasn't a foul earlier in the game. In Game 5, Boston discovered if you set a screen for Paul Pierce, he can score very easily. But sending Rajon Rondo to set a screen, it's a weak attempt at a screen, doesn't take the man out, and Paul Pierce ends up having to go one-on-one and turns the ball over. Sasha Vujacic is playing terrific defense on Paul Pierce, taking away position. Remember, this is Game 7. How can that be a call and this is not? I've been harping on this all playoffs. Never throw the ball back into the teeth of the defense after a pick and roll. And now you're going to see Kevin Garnett not get called for a foul, even though they started calling these ticky-tack fouls. In the triangle offense, the second option is short 17, where Lamar is going to hit Pau in the high post. Doesn't happen though. He goes to the second option, Kobe out of the corner, and ends up getting a really bad shot with a lot of time on the shot clock. However, Kobe turns the ball over in a very uncharacteristic move and has to foul. In case you're wondering if it's a foul, it's pretty clear that Kobe is sliding over and doesn't have position in front of Ray Allen. Sorry about that, Kobe fans. I always have a rule that when you're passing to a player for a layup, it should be a bounce pass. Rondo doesn't throw that, Lamar gets his hand on it, and Big Baby misses a chance to get a layup, and the Celtics end up getting a tough shot by KG in the lane that misses. Here you'll see KG beat Pau down the court in transition. You won't convince me Pau is tough here by letting KG catch the ball and finish. Here's one of the only Celtic possessions in the fourth quarter that they got side-to-side action with passing and spacing and ultimately getting a shot for Ray Allen that was tough but makeable. What the Lakers seem to forget is that Kobe is best when he's out on top as a guard. Instead, they put him as a forward in the high post and let him try and go one-on-one. That brings a double team, which forces a pass that gets around to Artest for a long jumper. It's exactly what the Celtics wanted. First off, why isn't Rondo in under 8 minutes in the fourth quarter? And also, I want you to watch Kevin Garnett as Nate Robinson goes to the basket. He doesn't even take a step to the basket to get a rebound. I want you to watch Paul Pierce here because he lets Artest go so that he can double team Pau Gasol, but that's not a double team, and now he's stuck guarding nobody and commits a very ticky-tack foul. Remember the plays that were not getting called earlier in this game. Finally, the Celtics decide to get Ray Allen going, but watch Paul Pierce on the weak side. He literally just stands there, does nothing, while they do all this screening action on the left side of the floor that results in a foul on Kobe. Now, Kobe complains about this call, but watch, he mugs Ray Allen going to the basket with both hands around him. So what does Ray Allen do? He chokes on the first free throw he's missed in the entire finals. Here they decide to go to Gasol in the post isolation. Kobe is desperate for a back screen here so he can get a shot, but Gasol goes to the basket, takes a tough shot with no call, and the ball goes out of bounds in the Celtics. In the context of this game, except for those ticky-tack fouls, this is a pretty good call because there isn't a lot of contact and Garnett certainly gets a clean block on the top. And yes, Laker fans, I did see Sheed hit Gasol in the head. Here's the start of a lot of Celtics mistakes. You have KG guarding Lamar and you have Rasheed guarding Pau Gasol. And I think this should be flipped around because Rasheed doesn't get in the position to box out and then has to foul on this rebound. Does KG do that? I don't think so. Here's where the Celtics start to run out of gas. KG gets the ball in the post. There's no movement on the weak side. And KG puts his head down and won't see the floor when Lamar comes over to double team. He almost throws the ball away to Ray Allen, and instead they end up getting a bad shot, which gets bailed out by a foul. This is the play that won it for the Lakers, in my opinion, and you'll see that Kobe had nothing to do with it. Pau's in the post, starts to make a move which sucks Rondo in just enough to get Fisher open for the three. Pretty good defense by Rondo, but you gotta know that in the fourth quarter, Derek Fisher is gonna make that shot unless you block it or take the pass away to him. Based on the other ticky-tack fouls the Lakers got, it's strange to me that Rondo doesn't get this call as Pau Gasol hits him on the shot. You gotta love how Derek Fisher tries to get the referee to make a call for him. Here's the only crunch time field goal that Kobe gets that helps the Lakers' cause. Good defense, better offense. Watch how amazing Lamar Odom is here on defense. He takes away the pass to Sheed the first part, he pressures the ball, As the ball comes around, he's going to help out on KG and get around that screen. Then he's going to help out again on KG, get back to his man, hustle over to Paul Pierce, pressure the ball twice, and force a miss. What other forward in the NBA does this kind of D? Another Celtic defensive mistake. Rasheed Wallace is going to go double team Kobe on the middle side of the floor when he knows he should be on the other side because Kobe's righty and he'll spin that way. Had he been there, he would stop the pass to Gasol and then the foul wouldn't have been committed. Another big mistake by the Celtics. They get the switch here where Derek Fisher is guarding Rasheed Wallace and Lamar is guarding Ray Allen. So Rasheed takes Derek Fisher to the post. Ray Allen doesn't see this. If you look in the corner, if Ron Artest helps on Rasheed, then Paul Pierce is wide open for a three. Instead, Ray Allen goes to the basket, gets a layup, but completely chokes it. It doesn't appear that Kobe has learned that he can trust his teammates in an offense because he has plenty of time to do a play to get everybody involved and yet lets the shot clock wind down and ends up burping up a bad fadeaway that misses. Doc Rivers' head was somewhere else because it took him 8 minutes to remember that if you set a screen for Paul Pierce, he scores. Here's some pretty bad D by Pau Gasol. Here you'll see him guarding KG, and at this point he's going to let him go to try and help out when clearly Lamar Odom is there to run over and guard Sheed. Instead, he leaves his man wide open for a dunk. I defy any Laker fan to prove to me this is not a travel that they blew. You can see Pau Gasol's right foot slides forward, which was his pivot foot. Here's a dumb play by the Lakers, letting Pau Gasol bring the ball up, and instead of trying to get a steal, the Celtics are even dumber by trying to get a charge. You know you can't rely on the referees to bail you out on a play like that, especially when you put your hands on him and run into him. As part of the theme of the reffing here, here's a ticky-tack foul that borderlines on phantom. Here's an almost impossible play to call in real time, but when you watch the replay, it's a travel. Pau Gasol makes up for his earlier defensive lapses by beautiful help defense here, but the Celtics teammates weren't ready for Pierce's drive, so no one cut to the basket to give him the pass. Check it out, beautiful, clean block by Gasol. And did you guys hear this crazy lady scream in the middle of this play? The Celtics run the Phoenix pick and roll as Ray Allen clears out, Rasheed Wallace slides in for the three on the weak side. Tough defense, better shot. You know how you're playing in a pickup game and it gets down to the last two possessions and your teammates say, don't give him anything. Well, Paul Pierce doesn't know this rule because he lets Artest shoot a ball in rhythm. How about this funky move from Fisher? His man goes away and he does some crazy thing there. And here's why the Celtics are not a championship team. Rasheed Wallace needs to pick up Lamar Odom here, but instead he's going to point out for someone else to pick him up, and that forces Rajon Rondo to pick him up. So now they're completely mismatched. Rondo has to guard Lamar Odom, and when they do another screen, Rondo ends up picking up Pau Gasol. If you can't do the simple things like pick up your man, you don't deserve to win the game. And here, because of this, Gasol is going to get an offensive rebound and Kobe gets 2 free throws out of it. I'm not sure if Phil Jackson noticed the Celtics went small because you got Lamar Odom guarding Rondo. And this hurts them because Rondo gets right to the basket, gets a rebound, and hits a three. Does a quicker guard stop that? Maybe. So there you have it, folks. Congratulations to the Lakers. They deserve this win because they were able to adjust and execute the championship plays they needed in the fourth quarter when it was crucial. And the Celtics, on the other hand, committed too many mental mistakes to hope to win that game on the road in a Game 7. Did Kobe learn to trust his teammates better and make them a stronger team? It's not clear. He did set his teammates up a little bit in the fourth quarter, but he also took some bad shots one-on-one. So we'll see. He is one step closer in terms of number to Michael Jordan, but is he any closer to the legend? Time will tell. Let's not forget, B-Ball Breakdown is far from taking a rest over the summer. We have a breakdown of the NBA draft coming up. We also will be doing live reporting from the NBA Summer League in Vegas in July. And we have plenty of exclusive interviews with famous coaches like Dean Smith, Tex Winter, and Pete Newell about the history of basketball. So stay tuned. We'll have plenty of content for you all during the summer. Don't forget to spread the word. And also don't forget that at B-Ball Breakdown, it's not a channel, it's a conversation.